Hello, welcome back. Today we're going to show what can happen when you do click a link. What's the worst case scenario? One of the worst case scenarios that you can happen. The truth is we can take full control of your computer, and we're going to do a demo today. And that demo is going to look a little different just for demo purposes to be able to video this properly. We have to use what we call virtual machines. And so here we're using a product, and it's called VMware. It's a virtual machine, meaning each and every one of these, you see this Windows 7, Kali Linux, Ubuntu, all of these are actually different, all 4 different machines. So you could actually take 4 separate computers and it'd be the same thing, where when the Windows 7 machine has no idea what's happening on the Kali Linux, and this Kali Linux has no idea on this one versus this one and this one. So they're virtually separated machines. And so we're going to open up 2 different virtual machines. I'm going to open up one Windows 7 machine right there, and then also one Kali Linux machine. So Kali Linux is a social engineering tool. It's a pen testing tool. It's freely available through Offensive Security. It's one that is used for both good purposes as well as bad. It comes with a whole suite of different types of tools you can use for penetration testing and hacking. Ultimately, the same things that are used for hacking are also used. We have password attacks, wireless attacks, reverse engineering, exploitation tools, sniffing and spoofing. The thought process is we make all these available in one spot for the good guys, simply because we know the bad guys have the material out there. So what we're going to do is we're going to show a demo of what can happen when someone clicks on a link. So we have seen the video where we're able to put links inside of Outlook, and how we're able to generate links early on in this video series. What we're going to do here is I'm going to show you exactly how we take control. So I'm going to open up a terminal window, and in here I'm going to use something called the Social Engineering Toolkit. And so for me to do that, I have to do a couple of things to set this up. In order to get my internet address. And you see, Social Engineering Toolkit it's one that you can run full-blown penetration testing. You can do credential harvesters, and various different types of attacks and phishing attacks. We're going to run this. We're going to choose number 1 for social engineering attack, and we're going to do what we call a website attack vector. So we have different types of attacks we can run. We can run a spear phishing attacks, website attack vectors. We can infect different media like USB drives. In this case, we're going to go ahead and do the website attack vector. So number 2. And then we're going to choose, again, you see the lists keep expanding and expanding and expanding. There are thousands upon thousands of different hacks that we can use. We're going to do this Metasploit browser exploit method. From there, we're going to actually clone a website. So you'll get a chance to see exactly how fast we can clone a website. So what we're going to do is I'm just specifying some IP information here. And then I'm just going to specify what to clone. So let's go ahead and clone the FDIC.gov website. So you notice it's a secure website, and it's the FDIC's website. And just give you an idea of how long it takes to clone the site. If we look at this, these are the different attacks that come up. It's just on a standard basis. We're going to go ahead and throw, just for demo purposes, we're going to throw everything under the sun at it. So we're going to choose this number 46. It's called the Metasploit browser autopwn. So PW it, and then from that point, we're going to look at doing a Windows reverse TCP meta-interpreter. So number 2. And then we're going to just kind of skip a few steps here. And you can see it's already, at this point, it has already, in this little amount of time, it cloned the website, FDIC.gov. So just to give you an idea of how quickly we can clone a website, it was done in that little amount of time. And so now what it's doing is it's creating these different payloads on this web server. And then we're going to go out to this machine, and we're going to try to access the site. And so let's let that payload finish. And so we'll get a good idea here. We go to secureguardconsulting.com. There's one, and then we'll open up a new tab. We'll go over here. So, here we go. Done. 20 exploit modules were launched, and we're ready to go. So, using this IP address, remember, we would do a button called click here, and a link called click here within an email, and that would take us to this address, this 192.168.110.137. So we'll go to our victim machine and go to 192.168.110.137. If you see this comes up, Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. And then you see it's kind of frozen up. But it's at this point that we have actually taken full control of the computer. So if you see this, we have full control of the computer. And if I type the help, I can give you an idea of what types of things we're able to do. We're able to look through, we're able to check the background, we're able to navigate the file directories. One of the most interesting things, we're able to use the microphone, the web chat, the webcam. We're able to really control everything on the computer. So to give you an idea, if we take a screenshot of the computer, it actually takes a full-fledged screenshot of it. One of the things that we like to do is to demo some more of it. We'll shell into the computer. So now we're actually sitting in the computer. So if you remember, out here on the computer, we had a couple files. We have this bank info, confidential, medical and health confidential files. So again, just to show that we have compromised the system, we're going to say directory, and right there we have bank info.txt, confidential data.txt, and medical and health.txt. So we're able to see all this. And so let's go ahead and show you even further. We're able to start Notepad on the computer. We're able to start the command line. We're able to start a calculator. If you notice over here, we opened up the calculator right here. We opened up the Windows command prompt, and then we opened up a Notepad window. So all with the click of a link. It's very important for you to understand that every hacker out there can take complete control of a computer based on a click.